What's in the box? We are going beyond the headline that has been all over social media to get to the bottom of this. The proposed changes to the country's food aid system. Under the plan, families who rely on food stamps would get food delivered in a box and less money to spend at the store. So who exactly are we talking about here? 1 in 8 Americans get SNAP benefits. Households getting at least $90 a month in cash benefits would get this box. That is 80% of families on food stamps. SNAP gave out just over $63 billion in 2017 for benefits. So why are we even looking at changes here? Here's why. The White House says they're looking to save just about $17 billion in 2019. Look, it would also crack down on fraud here. A lot of people concerned about that issue, but I looked on the USDA website and found that has steadily been on the decline since the early 90s. The agency credits oversight and management for that. But back to the bigger question I know a lot of you have about this one. What exactly is in that box? Nighttide Sarah Rosario went grocery shopping to show you.
Our shopping started with ready-to-eat cereal. And staples like peanut butter will also be a part of the mix. So now we need canned fruit. One of the things about what's on this list is that everything will be produced in the U.S. So let's see where this is made. Westlake Village, California. So this is a winner. This would be in the box. Okay, so here we have it. This is considered shelf-stable milk. One of the purposes of this, according to the Trump administration, is that this will help cut costs. So while we're paying retail prices for this milk, it's $3.49 here, the government will be able to pay wholesale prices, which is much cheaper. Other essentials you'll be getting in the box: dried pasta, canned vegetables, and canned meat. You can also use the rest of your money to buy stuff like this: chicken and beef.
The Trump administration hasn't given exact details of how you'll be getting the food, but at least we have a better idea of what might be in the box. Sarah Rosario, 10 News.
One of the most important things to keep in mind here is this is just a proposal. It's laid out in President Trump's budget plan. That still needs to pass both the House and the Senate. So, Katie, a lot of details still needs to be hammered out here, and that means there are a lot of questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions from people who want to know why their government would give them prepackaged, shelf-stable foods that aren't really healthy for anyone and are actually dangerous for people with very common medical conditions. Janet said, what about people with food allergies or conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, who need special diets? Prepackaged foods will not work. Deborah has similar concerns. My 81-year-old mom had celiac disease, so they can't select the food. Dignity is a choice American people should have. So those are the questions that are not yet addressed in the budget. What they will do for people with celiac disease who can't process gluten, or diabetes, or those with peanut allergies. Many of you also broke down your actual food stamp budgets to demonstrate that you're already stretching your dollar to feed your families, and you want the right to buy them the healthiest foods you can afford. Bonnie's one of those people. She says, I have 2 special needs kids. We get $373 a month. I've worked since I was 16. It's hard raising them on that, but we do it. I'd rather have fresh food than pre-boxed stuff. Rosa Elena is really worried, saying, I have a food stamp budget of $120 a month. That's less than $10 a day. How am I going to eat healthy on half of that and on unhealthy canned foods? These boxes are foods that we eat during a hurricane. They're not fresh, they don't spoil. They're high in salt, fat, preservatives, and sugar. They're low in fiber. One of you mentioned how you use coupons to make sure that your kids don't have to eat that stuff. And those comments are just scratching the surface of the many questions and the answers the government has not yet given us.